Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the Elimination Chamber quick review. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo. Or wait, actually, I should say Lisa. Lisa is here and in the building. I can't believe it. After all of these years of covering WWE, I finally got myself a name change. This is my NXT name. The Lisa Salcedo is alive and strong. For those of you wondering, what the hell is Denise talking about? I asked The Rock a question today at the presser, and he misheard my name and thought I said Lisa and addressed me by Lisa. And I was like, oh no, it's Denise. And he was like, oh, it's the tequila. So that's just to catch you guys up to speed. But, anyways, I want to go ahead and do a quick live reaction to what happened with the Elimination Chamber because I'm going to start off by saying that the Elimination Chamber, one, finally feels like we are on the road to WrestleMania. And it was two, way better than the Royal Rumble. I know that the Royal Rumble is one of the most exciting pay-per-views of all time, but I think Elimination Chamber completely blew the Royal Rumble out of the water. Top to bottom, we had really good matches. Maybe one match wasn't all that, but for the most part, it was fine. Like everything was super hot the entire way through. We had some big, memorable moments and some exciting outcomes that went down that now all of a sudden we feel like we are on the road to WrestleMania. Given last year's build to Mania, it was so insane with everything that went down with The Rock and Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and all of that. And this year, it didn't feel like we had any of that. And I remember saying on podcasts, like, okay, let's give it to Elimination Chamber. Depending on what goes down at the Elimination Chamber, then we can start, getting excited or freaking out or whatever the situation is. Like, let's wait to the Elimination Chamber for things to get hot. And I feel like it definitely did. Triple H even noted this himself during the press conference. He said that, now finally it's starting to feel like WrestleMania. And the way that he phrased it basically told me that, he's clearly aware of what people are saying. He's clearly aware of what, the conversation is online about the WrestleMania season not feeling as hot as it was last year. And you can tell that they really tried to make something special come out of this show. And it honestly worked. It definitely worked. So I want to go ahead and get right to it. So I want to kick things off. Let's kick it off at the end because that's the biggest thing. John Cena not only won the Elimination Chamber in what was a very exciting match, especially the last few minutes with John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes being Cody Rhodes, John Cena, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins being the final three in the Elimination Chamber. It was so exciting because realistically, we knew that it was going to be Cody Rhodes or CM Punk. Why do I keep saying Cody Rhodes? Jesus Christ, guys, it's 2 a.m. We knew that it was either going to be John Cena or CM Punk that was going to come out of the Elimination Chamber match winning. Like, we knew it was going to be those two guys. It was either John Cena, who is in his final year of his retirement, or CM Punk, who has been wanting and craving and anticipating this WrestleMania main event. So we're sitting here going like, shit, who's it going to be? And I think for the most people lean towards John Cena because, again, it's his final year. He didn't win the Royal Rumble. So we're thinking, all right, how else is he going to get to WrestleMania? And this feels like the story that they're going to do, right? Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Now, there was a lot of speculation as to this tied into, so John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber. We know he's going to face Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes addresses John Cena immediately after the match and they shake hands, right? But then The Rock's music hits, and that's when things go completely ballistic. They go absolutely insane. We see Cody Rhodes and John Cena embrace in this hug, right? And before that, shit, I'm skipping so much. There was so much that went down. See, Cody Rhodes, I was so freaking happy because he finally told The Rock exactly what all of us had been thinking. The Rock was once again caressing him in his face, telling him of all the wonderful things that he can get him if he sells his soul to Cody, if he sells his soul to The Rock, right? And finally, Cody Rhodes said the thing that we have been thinking this entire time, which is, fuck no, Rock, go F yourself, and I am not going to sell my soul to you. And the moment that he said that, oh my God, I was so happy. But that was also the moment that I knew, oh my God, we are going to get John Cena legitimately turning heel. And you felt it in that moment, right? Like you completely felt it. John Cena, kind of just standing there watching as Cody and The Rock have their whole moment and their whole situation. And so finally, John Cena and Cody Rhodes have an embrace. And I think at that point, the fans were anticipating that, hey, this turn might actually happen. And then he gives this like really weird look, right? He looks like dead serious while he's hugging Cody. And then The Rock gives him like this symbol. And right then and there, you knew he's about to attack Cody Rhodes. And the way that this was done, it was done so magnificently because you anticipated it and they didn't try to make you feel stupid for anticipating it. Instead, they built up the moment and they hyped it up even more in little things that they did, to the point where when John Cena finally did turn and attack Cody Rhodes, it was this massive, oh my God, he finally did it. I can't believe it. I can't believe this happened. This is now a I was there kind of moment when John Cena finally turned heel. And a lot of people had predicted this. I was not on board with the idea. However, now in execution and how I saw things play out and how I saw, the beatdown of Cody Rhodes on the beatdown that John Cena gave Cody Rhodes. I mean, it was brutal. He hit him with the championship belt numerous times. They whipped him. I mean, they literally did everything to him. He was busted open. And we have seen poor Cody Rhodes in a similar situation before when The Rock attacked him outside his tour bus. So, by the way, the lesson here for Cody Rhodes is don't you ever forgive The Rock. Like, please remember what The Rock has done to you all these years, and do not forgive him, Cody. Don't be drinking Terramana, none of that crap with The Rock ever again. Let that be a lesson. Anyways, so poor Cody Rhodes, no one comes to his defense, nothing. No one goes out there. And this is just, he is being like, just beaten. He's being beaten. Like they were trying to leave Cody for dead at this point. Anyways, the moment was so freaking awesome. Like, I can't even hate on the idea that I didn't want Cody. I mean, I didn't want John Cena to turn heel. I really didn't, because I thought, like, oh, this is going to be his final year. He's on his greatest hits tour. We want to see him, just go out there and, have a happy life, la, 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 right? Whatever, right? So now that this happened, though, I will be honest with you, this does give this a fresh coat of paint. All right. Instead of this being, like I said, his happy tra-la-la retirement tour, now it's going to be fresh. We're going to see this new complete angle of John Cena. So again, I was opposed to the idea, but after I saw the beatdown and how the turn happened, it was done so well that I cannot be a hater on this. I cannot. And I'm actually really excited to see John Cena as a heel. Now, the other thing too is that I'm wondering, and you guys can let me know in the comment section below, do you think that John Cena as a heel might end up being cooler than Cody Rhodes as a babyface, or even Roman Reigns? Because I started thinking like The Rock and John Cena are going to be such this power duo, and John Cena as a heel, John Cena's already someone who's so impeccably talented and popular, right? Now with this heel John Cena, I wonder if the people are going to end up getting behind him, because sometimes we cheer heels, and depending on obviously what kind of heel we end up seeing John Cena being, there's a good chance that people might be like, hey, I might start rooting for John Cena instead of Cody Rhodes. Hey, I might start rooting for John Cena instead of Roman Reigns. Of course, it's really too early to tell. I'm just speculating at this point, but it's just, it's just Cena has a different kind of an aura, and we're gonna see that now to the max full potential here. But the cool thing too is that this finally feels like WrestleMania season, and also given the fact that this is the first ever WrestleMania under the Netflix era, the Netflix period, we needed this. Like, we needed this so badly, because going into this WrestleMania, the electricity was not there the way that it previously was the year before. So we needed this. And I feel like today was truly a historic moment. The crowd was absolutely just, losing their minds. It was such a cool thing to be there and to witness it. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to the watch along for this. And I'm so excited to see how this plays out. So, to everybody that was on the podcast or listened to me on Busted Open, and they said they wanted to see heel Cody Rhodes and I heel John Cena, and I said, no. Well, you know what? I eat my words, I take them back. Egg on my face. You guys were completely right. This was a great move. And I'm excited to continue seeing the story. So, I take back everything I said. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and continue the conversation. God, there's just so much, and eventually I'll probably do another video with more in-depth stuff, especially because there was so much in this. But let's rewind though, and also I didn't even get to say about the actual elimination chamber. There was a lot in here. I was so mad, by the way, when Seth Rollins curb stomped CM Punk after Seth Rollins had already been eliminated. I was so freaking mad at Seth, but this was Seth essentially getting his revenge back on CM Punk. And I was so mad because you guys know, if you watch my predictions video, that I was hoping for CM Punk to come away with a victory. And my friends, he did not. And I don't know what CM Punk's WrestleMania, thing's gonna look like. I don't know if they're gonna run back him and Seth, or if they're just gonna call it a day right then and there. They might go back to Seth and CM Punk. That's a possibility. Or CM Punk finally executes his favor from Paul Heyman and somehow finds himself, across the ring from Roman Reigns, or, finds himself somehow in the main event some way, somehow. So, yes, the Paul Heyman favor is now something that's dangling up in the air, and we're going to try to figure out when that is going to be finally done. Based on what we saw at the Elimination Chamber, it looks like they're going to be doing Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest at WrestleMania. That's the vibe that I get from what we saw at the Elimination Chamber. And then we also got to see, I thought everybody just did so good in this match, with CM Punk being the final entrant in, John Cena the second to last. Like, once John Cena made his way into the match, I feel like he really added a whole new energy to it, but there was a lot of good stuff there. All right, let's rewind and get into the women's elimination chamber match, because that one had some really huge moments too. It got started off with a bang. So not only was this a very entertaining chamber match itself, with a lot of cool spots, a lot of good moments, all of that, everybody got a time to shine. It started off very, very cool. A lot of people had been wondering, hey, is Jade Cargill going to come back? And we didn't really know for sure. And even if she did, we didn't know when it was going to happen or anything like that. And I loved the way they executed this, because the two women that started the Elimination Chamber we're supposed to be Liv Morgan and Naomi. However, Naomi, before we can get the ball rolling on this match, we hear Jade Cargill's theme hit, and she goes out there, right? And you see Liv Morgan and Naomi standing side by side. And I freaking knew it. I knew it all along. To those of you who tune into my SmackDown post show, you know I've been saying it. I was not surprised. I was just waiting to have confirmation that I was right on my Naomi theory, that Naomi was the one who attacked Jade Cargill out of jealousy. She had so many reasons to screw Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill came in and kind of like, they were friends at WrestleMania, but then all of a sudden, poor Naomi got casted away to the side. So I felt like Naomi definitely had a lot of reasons to kind of hate on Jade Cargill. And so Jade Cargill, so they wanted to swerve you, and they wanted you to think that she was going to attack Liv Morgan, but instead she attacked Naomi, basically confirming again that Naomi was the one who actually did the attack. And I could not be more happy, because I kept saying it every damn week. And so I loved how Bianca, she looked so distraught in the pod, like she didn't know like what to do. She was so like just taking in all of everything that was happening, and she just looked like she was just in awe of what had come about, right? The revelations that had been made. And she ended up being like the third person into the actual I'm sorry. Uh Yeah, she was the third person into the Elimination Chamber. That's right. Roxanne Perez, fourth entrant. I thought she absolutely freaking killed it. Oh my god, she went in there and right away she just looked like she belonged. She was 0 to 100 from the second she emerged from the pod. Alexa Bliss looked amazing, did amazing. So with Liv Morgan, Bailey. I mean, they all did. By the way, Naomi was essentially eliminated after the whole Jade attack because Jade like basically like messed her up and took her out. And she wasn't replaced by anybody. And this kind of made the Elimination Chamber go by a little bit faster, in my opinion, because then we got right into the next person. The other thing I forgot to mention is once Bailey came in, I loved the way that Roxanne and Bailey got into it. Of course, that's a feud that's been ongoing on NXT and a little bit on the main roster. That's got to be a WrestleMania match for sure. The way that they were. I think it was Bailey. Yeah, Bailey was like smashing the head of Roxanne Perez. I thought that was really good. Ooh, one of my favorite spots. I don't remember if it was Alexa or Liv Morgan. Sorry, guys, it's past 2 a.m. But Alexa or Liv Morgan, I'm sorry, I'm blanking right now, but one of them got Bianca Belair in what looked like a yo-yo spot. I think it was Liv Morgan. Yeah, I think it was Liv Morgan. Where she was like pulling her braid and she kind of kept like yanking her and yanking her and yanking her, but like in and out from the ring to the actual cage, and she looked like a human yo-yo. I thought that was one of my the spots that stood out to me the most in all of this. But Bianca Belair though. Bianca Belair winning this match. Oh my god, I was so thrilled because um I truly did not know when it was just her and Liv what direction they were going to go in. So her, Liv, and Alexa were the final three. And I really thought, like, okay, this could really just go any direction. I wasn't expecting Alexa Bliss. I thought there was a chance, only because she's so popular, but I didn't think it was Alexa Bliss just because it feels like she's got another story, ahead of her with the Wyatt Six. But Bianca and Liv, being in the finals, I thought, okay, it's got to be Bianca because she's the dream match. She's the one that we want. But are they going to execute on that? Wasn't sure. Liv Morgan versus Rhea, we've just seen it so many freaking times. So I just didn't think that should have been the call. So I was so glad that, Triple H went with Bianca Belair, who, in my opinion, was definitely the fan favorite in this, or at least one of the fan favorites in this matchup. And we did get Bianca and Rhea having a little bit of a confrontation. EO did join afterwards, but that's just because they want to plant a seed of doubt in your mind that, hey, maybe Rhea might lose her title to EO on Monday. She's not, but they want to make you think that. So I think that's why they also included EO because, if EO does defeat Rhea, then she will end up facing Bianca. But no, Bianca versus Rhea, that is a dream match. There is the possibility they could turn this into a triple threat. I don't want them to. I want a straightforward match between Rhea and Bianca. Bianca is undefeated at WrestleMania. She's Mrs. WrestleMania, but then Rhea Ripley is such a strong champion, such a popular champion. So I feel like she should be a strong champion. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but we'll get, once we talk about WrestleMania and WrestleMania predictions, that's a totally different story. We'll get more into that. Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus defeated Nia Jax and Candice LeRae in a tag team match. This was probably maybe like the least entertaining match. It was fine. It was more so exciting just to see like Trish and Tiffany, just be out there teaming together, looking like two Barbie dolls. I mean, they looked fantastic. They got the win. That was the way that it was supposed to be. Tiffany Stratton hit her prettiest moonsault. She gets the win. Cool. She needed to get the win for her team. I think that they need to book Tiffany Stratton and make her look like more of a strong champion. I don't like her looking weak, and they've been making her look weak since this whole, Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble. And I think that they need to give Tiffany Stratton, her own two legs to stand on. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn may be people's match of the night. Based off of what we saw here, this was a violent brawl that included, it was an unsanctioned match. It included a ton of table spots, outside, inside, barbed wire chair. It included, Kevin Owens power bombing Sami Zayn multiple times onto the ring apron. I mean, they just went complete all out. This was mayhem. This was the match that I wanted them to have. They even actually over delivered, in my opinion. Trash bins. I mean, there was just so much that was included in this matchup. Kevin Owens got the win here. I had said in my predictions video that it's Sami could find the dark side in him if he's willing to go even further than Kevin Owens, then he'll win. But Kevin Owens was just, willing to go further and beyond. So Kevin Owens getting the win, I thought was massive. And I think they're probably going to run this match back. Somehow, obviously a different stipulation come WrestleMania, I imagine. But, Sami Zayn had said that, this match, he was considering this Canadian WrestleMania, and being at the Rogers Center and having all those people in there and just that feel, and of course the history within Toronto and all of that. I really do think that they went all out because, again, this was their Canadian WrestleMania. So I thought that was just really, really cool to see, and they killed it, man. That was an awesome, awesome, awesome match. We also got to see, oh, by the way, Travis Scott was somehow involved in the attack of Cody Rhodes. That was random, but he was there. Drake was in the front row. Who the hell would have thought that Drake would have been there? I know he's from Canada and Toronto and all of that, but still was not expecting to see Drake in the front row, but there he was. Let me see if there was anything else I needed to mention. I think that's pretty much it for now. I'll probably do some more videos on this, but at least for now, I wanted to get my quick reactions out there. Thank you so much to everybody who is watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you so much, and I'm sorry if I messed up things. It's 2:21 a.m. as we speak. So, and my throat's a little cold because it was very, very cold outside. I was out there in 11 degrees. I can't do Canada, guys. It's too cold. Lisa, Denise, it don't matter. She can't do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone.